something else that my mama taught me. And my mama taught me that, baby, we don't air the family's dirty laundry in public. So I'm going to keep our dirty laundry to ourselves. But I am going to emphasize the fact that we are in a time of extremes, right? And some of the thinkers that I like to listen to, and one of them in particular is E.O. Wilson. And E.O. Wilson says in this time of extreme that we're in, right? Hey, how you doing? We find ourselves in a position where we're drowning in information while being starved for wisdom, right? And all you got to do is, right, turn on your television and surf up to the 1,200 channels of just yelling information. Or log onto your computer, right, and go into Facebook or Instagram, right, or YouTube, and there's a whole plethora of people out there pushing information at you, but very few of them are pushing wisdom. E.O. Wilson also further suggests that the world of tomorrow is going to be run by synthesizers. And E.O. defines synthesizers as people, right, who can pull together the right information at the right time. And then they can think critically about that information. And this last sentence puzzled me for a while because of its ordering. And then can think critically about that information and can make important choices wisely. That sentence kind of puzzled me for a while because I know E.O. And I know that he chose those words for a specific reason. And from my limited understanding of business, I thought that what he was referring to, I thought that what he was warning us against is the epidemic of errors of omission that we see in our industries, right? And for those of you who don't know what errors of omission are, let me juxtapose those against errors of commission, right? An error of a commission in business is something that shows up on your income statement or balance sheet, right? You make a bad marketing decision, right? That shows up on your income statement. Greater expense, reduced profitability, right? Because the income never came in. Errors of omission, on the other hand, are a little bit difficult to discern, right? Because they're not measured. They don't show up. One very good example of an error of omission is Kodak sleeping on the digital revolution, right? Right? That's an error of omission that didn't show up on anywhere on their income statement or balance sheet, but it scuttled the corporation, right? And it scuttled the corporation because it revealed the fact that they had an institutional problem. They had an institutional pattern of participating in errors of omission. Another error of omission that's legendary in business school, and we talk about this all the time, is when a young man with a new startup technology company called Microsoft was having some cash flow problems. He was having problems meeting his payroll. And he went to IBM and asked IBM to take an equity stake in their company. And IBM said, what? A little technology company? You want us to take a stake? Nah, we'll pass on it. Well, unbeknownst to IBM, there was another error of omission that they were participating in. And you know what that error was? They ignored the mini computer, right? There's no way that little bitty computer is going to have enough computing power to compete with our buildings of mainframes. Well, in point of fact, their errors of omission caught up to them. And IBM was risking obsolescence. And if they hadn't put together a skunk works in Tampa, Florida, and I know they did because I was born in St. Pete and I was living in Tampa at the time, right? IBM would not have been able to reinvent themselves as the services company that you know them to be today and still sustain themselves and still in existence. But we've got some errors of omission that are occurring in our HBCU community that we have got to correct, right? And I'm going to provide you with pointers to at least one solution that will help us achieve that goal. I'm just going to let that one sit there. Extinction, right? There are those people that say that we are sitting at the threshold of the sixth extinction.